Hey guys, welcome to today's vlog. Woo! So it's the day after graduation. Okay, this hair is gonna be the death of me today. Damn. So because of this red hair, I have been usually wearing like green eyeliner, but today I'm not. I really have been liking, well, basically it's just green eyeshadow from, I think it's the Nefertiti palette. You guys know from Juvia's Place. Let me see, let me text him back because he's getting mail. Check the mail, your card is here. I don't know what's going on with my autocorrect, and my phone wants to start acting funny. Every single time a new iPhone comes out, they always start pulling that bullcrap where, you know, they want everything to just stop working properly. And then, yeah, so 27. Anyway, a lot of things have been going on in my life, like just so many things. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so let me give you guys a little breakdown of graduation last night. I don't know if I'm gonna extend this vlog from yesterday when I was in the car. I don't know, but I'm actually headed over to go meet with my mom. I have her mail key because she works really far away, and she just needed to check her mail and stuff. But yeah, okay, so I got there, I was on time. They wanted us to be there for 6:45. I got there at 6:55, and I changed my shoes from my other sandals to some different sandals. Usually I'm always wearing like the same type of sandals, but I feel like I have like a new little uniform, quote unquote. It's basically just like this dress. I have a few versions of this dress. I just love it so much, but I have to wear underwear with this dress because if I don't, the dress will ride up. I don't wear underwear. I haven't really worn underwear in 10 years, but recently I bought some shapewear underwear, just like, and it doesn't even fit well, it doesn't even fit correctly. It creates it's just really unflattering because of the way it hugs my fat. It's not smooth, and I hate it. I'm not that crazy about it, but I do like wearing it when I'm on my period because I like wearing high-waisted underwear on my period. I feel protected, you know. So yeah, right now I'm wearing that, and it stops my dress from going down. I mean, from going up as I walk, because you know I'm pretty curvy, and they make these dresses straight. So if you put a straight dress on a curvy body, then it just kind of discombobulates, I guess, the shape, structure. I don't know, it just doesn't, it makes everything ride up, and it's bad. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing, and I'm wearing these cute sandals that I got while I was in Illinois. I've broken in the sandals. They used to, oh, you know what, oh shoot, okay, ever since I lost weight, that's why these sandals were too tight on my feet. They were not fitting very well, and I could not figure out why. I was like, I know I bought the right size. I always buy like a 9 to a 10 or a 9.5, like, and these sandals were just so damn tight. I was like, what the hell is going on here? So yeah, anyway, now they fit me. They're very comfortable. I remember, like, I had wore these out on a date with like this guy when I was out there, and we were just playing pool, and the sandals were so tight I had to take them off while I was playing pool, and I wasn't sure if it's because I am allergic to alcohol, so I thought, oh, maybe that's why it's like my feet are getting swollen. But no, y'all, I just had some really, I cannot believe that. It's crazy, like, what 20 pounds can do to you. Like, I've lost 20 pounds and everything is so different. Like, when I was bigger, I didn't really notice any weight issues or anything. I just thought, okay, I just gotta buy bigger clothes. But like, now that I've lost it, there is so much more going on with my body that I just love, that I'm just noticing. I'm like, oh fuck, like I didn't know that my sandals weren't fitting correctly. I thought that I just needed to get a bigger size. No, they fit perfectly now. I walk around, they're not swollen. You know, I didn't know that. Okay, like today also I tried on a jacket. It's one of my favorite jackets that I bought while I was living in Austin, and I couldn't fit it anymore. And at first, funny enough, I couldn't figure out why I couldn't fit this jacket. I was like, what? Oh, this jacket's like just shrunk in the wall. I'm like, what? No, it's because you gain weight and you can't tell that you're bigger because you always see yourself. So you see yourself. But anyway, I put on a jacket today. The jacket fit perfectly, just like when I lived in Austin. So it's just like little things like that make me very, very happy. I mean, would it be amazing for me to just be in the upper 190s? Yes, but I'm not taking the steps, so that's a little fitness update. But anyway, I don't even know how I got off subject. I always go on a rampage. So, oh yeah, because I was talking about sandals. Anyway, I got there, switched my sandals, sat down. They had us facing the families that got invited, you know, obviously. So, I'm sitting there, and at first I was the only, me and the other guy were the only people in the row. And then 3 more people showed up next to me. One of them, who sat right next to me, was the guy who called me to see if my boo was coming, because he wanted me to know that his boo was coming. And I guess he was just being respectful, which is nice, but I just don't care about him enough to even care that he had a boo. I did not care. I think that because he wanted it to go somewhere and he was keeping her on the back burner and he wanted me to be like, you know, his girl and leave her. I know that he was gonna leave her for me. I already know that. But here's the thing, guys. I had no idea that he kept saying that he's not in a relationship. He just kept saying, like, you know, he lives by himself. And I just don't trust people, especially the guys in this class. I didn't trust none of them. You know, I just had kind of like a flirtatious relationship. And I don't think they get that. I would never be with them. I'm just a flirty person. You know, they did their prayer and I was just like, whatever, you know, go ahead. We had to do a prayer at the beginning. We had to do a prayer afterwards. And I was like, this is so unnecessary. But the guy did say, like, you know, the guy did say, and I'm one of those people, okay, I will still bow my head. I'm like, okay, cool. But he said, like, even if we just do a prayer just for general, but if you don't believe in this, we're not judging you. And I like that he said that, because like, not everybody is into just praying all the time. Not everybody believes in God, you know. But we did 3 prayers, and I just thought that was a bit much. That was a bit excessive, in my opinion. Especially somebody who's saying that they don't believe in that. You know, it's okay if you don't believe in it, you know. It's like kind of pushing it, but I get it. It would be different if we were just saying a prayer, but you're saying a prayer to God. He's like, Father God, we blah blah, and I'm like, okay, y'all, like, don't say that and then follow it up with God and Jesus and all this stuff. It's like, just say a general prayer so that it's inclusive and everybody can be into it, you know. People have this issue with things being inclusive because people are recognizing that we're all not the same. We're not all into the same shit, you know. And that makes people who just want to be closed-minded and they want it all under one thing, that makes them mad because they just want everybody to be into the same thing. And it's like, not everybody's into that, you know. We said those prayers and then we got started. So a few people did speeches. I got a certificate of highest GPA. So the men got one, the women got one. So I had the highest GPA out of the women in the class. That guy had obviously out of all the men, which was cool. I was surprised, actually. Okay, so the first people to go up were everybody who had perfect attendance. Only, I think, 5 people had perfect attendance, and I would have, but I just really didn't want to be there. A lot of the times, I hated that class. I hated the whole process. I hated it. And so then they all went up. They made a big deal about that, about them having perfect attendance. But then when it came up to highest GPA, they basically whispered it. So when she called my name, I was like, wait. I said, wait, why are they calling my name? Because I know that they were giving out certificates in alphabetical order. My last name is with an O, so I would have been the last one called. So I was like, oh. And then they said, oh, it's for high GPA. And I was like, oh. So I went up there, took my pictures, and I sat back down. I was very surprised. And then they just kept making such a big deal about people who had good attendance. And it's like, you guys need to honestly be worried about these people passing the fucking math test, because a lot of these people are not passing anything. A lot of these people are not passing a lot of the tests because they don't understand what's going on. So honestly, y'all like just care about attendance. Whatever, it's over. I don't care. It was just a whole lot of nothing going on. Okay, everybody's like parents or family, they will just like, hey, if anybody wants to come up here and say something to your student for completing this, you know, you can come up here and say something. So like a pastor came up and talked, a couple mothers came up and talked, and things, you know, for their kids and things. And one kid, this was the very strange part, okay? You know what? And I'm thinking that this guy has autism because of his mannerisms and how he is. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe that's why. But he never did this in class, which is why I thought it was kind of strange, okay? He starts, a mother was giving a speech, and it was for one of my favorite people in class. Like, this dude is like one of my favorite guys. He starts, so picture this, like picture right now I'm talking and I have a microphone in my hand, I'm giving my speech. During the speech, this guy is FaceTiming somebody, and it's very loud. And you know how FaceTime is? It's on speaker. Like, the lady is talking really loud, like, hey, what you doing? While this person is giving a speech to her son because she's so glad that he is finishing something and he's moving on with his life and he's gonna have better opportunities. So I look back and I was like, guys, I already know my face is darker than my, I know. I look back because I'm like, is he serious? He didn't stop. Everybody kept saying, like, what are you doing? And he's just like, you know, he's looking around in the camera, and the lady's talking. And so then the lady who's giving the speech is like, didn't we just talk about people on their cell phones in the plant? And so then the guy whose mother was giving a speech, he was like, are you seriously? He's like, are you going to really disrespect my mom like this? Let her finish. And my teacher tells that guy to shut up. He says, shut up. And then he had to like stop himself and gather himself because he was like, because my teacher is crazy. He's crazy, and he thinks he's got it all together, and he doesn't. And he tries to act like he does, and nobody likes him. Like, no, whatever. I've always seen right through my teacher. And it's so sad because the guy who was saying, like, you know, you're disrespecting my mom, he's always going back to bat for my teacher. He's always defending him whenever I'm talking shit, because I'm never saying nothing nice about him because I don't like him. You know, always. Okay, let's go in here. I gotta go hand my mom this stuff right quick. I'm gonna go check her mail for her. Yeah, my teacher had told him to shut up, and then I know that pissed him off. And I didn't even know that he was pissed. But, yeah, I know that made him really mad. And then on top of that, he didn't even really want his mom to come like that. But his mom was just so proud of him for finishing. You know, she wanted to show him publicly and stuff like that. So anyway, they got through with the speeches, and then one lady, she got up to talk, and I think she had her grandson with her. Yeah. And he was just like running around, and I was just like, why are you running around like that? Like, he was literally, like, she was speaking, and then she started that bullshit that they always do, and whenever they do that, they look straight at me, and they'll start saying, ladies, respect yourself, you know, because all the other girls in the class look like lesbians, or they're not that cute. And I'm just being honest, and because this is why they're doing this. This is so stupid, because any women have power, and they don't get that they can do whatever they want to. It has nothing, you know. But anyway, they always look straight at me because they just assume that I'm gonna just be a Jezebel waiting, you know, waiting to happen. But she was like, remember to be a lady. Be a lady. Okay, respect yourself. If you go in there, the men are gonna be men, and you need to be a lady. They always do that shit, and it's like, you guys, and then she was looking straight at me, and it's like, look, you guys need to give this tired ass talk to the men. If it's the men who are going there preying on women, then you need to tell the men to not act like men then, if that's such a bad thing, you know, to have some respect for yourselves. Don't come over here talking to me about, I just hate that shit. And so she was looking at me, so I looked away. I turned my head like this because you're not going to make me feel uncomfortable in a big crowd of people. It's enough that people look at me in this field and they already think that, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, bitch, first of all, I had the highest GPA out of all the girls, and everybody was looking at me like I was the ditzy one, okay? And I had a higher GPA by a long okay? I actually did study, and I knew what the fuck I was doing, and I studied outside of the class. A lot of people, they only studied once they got there. So yeah. Anyway, so after class was over, they said, I mean, not class, after the whole ceremony thing was over, they were like, well guys, you know, we have refreshments and everything in the back. I already knew that they were gonna have some cheap ass refreshments that I wasn't gonna like, and that I could get better at my own house, and I can just buy my damn self, you know what I mean? I hate when people advertise refreshments like, oh, these are just so amazing, and then you're looking and you're like, what the fuck? Like, they weren't even like the Walmart cookies. They were like these dry ass bad cookies, and then they had some Kool-Aid in these cups, and I just couldn't believe it. So anyway, I didn't even look over there. I skipped that, and I went straight to the employers. I was the only one. Like, I barely even let them put their things down. They had McDermott and Zachary there for hiring. And so I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck this. Like, while they're in there talking to their families, hanging out, I'm going straight into there. And that's what I did. I made a first impression. I walked in there, I introduced myself, and I told them my credentials. They gave me info, and then I sat down. I gave him all my info, and then I was the first one to leave, because that's what I came there to do. Like, I didn't even have my family come meet me. I didn't even really want to go to this, but I knew, like, okay, I need to go to graduation. I didn't even want to go. I didn't even want to go to the party the day before. I only went because I kept thinking that maybe they're going to be there, and they were going to start showing up and sitting in our classes and all that, but they weren't. So, yeah. That's basically was my graduation story in a nutshell. I keep thinking that I'm forgetting something. Like, I know I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, so they had 2 people from class do a speech. And these people have been working on the speeches all month. I mean, all week. Like, for almost 2 weeks now. So I'm thinking that these speeches are going to be, like, heartfelt, you know, touching, something. Y'all, he picked the underdogs of the class. And I understand why you do that, because... But why did you do that? It was boring, uninspiring, and they weren't funny. And it's just like, anyway, I just hate it. I hate when people love overlooking untapped potential. They love overlooking potential because they want to do something different. And he felt like this, like, it was like, I'm so glad that he taught me how to use a screwdriver. And I was just like, I was trying to smile and be friendly, because I was literally sitting in front of the employers. Everybody else was in the back, and like, so I was like, yeah, good job. But I was just in my head, I was like, man, I'm ready to leave. Anyway, thankfully we were only there for an hour. The thing was from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. It was only an hour, thank God, but this was honestly one of the longest hours of my life. I kept looking at him, I'm like, damn, like, it feels like it's been 30 minutes and it's only been 4 minutes. But I'm trying not to be negative, because nothing but positivity can come from this. And guys, my face is peeling because I don't know if I told y'all. I don't know if I told you guys, but I do like Retin-A. I don't even do it consistently, but especially around my mouth area, you know, my face sheds. So if you see like extra discoloration or shedding around my mouth, it's because I'm Retin-A in it. Alright, let me go in here and go get some materials I need to go get stickers, glass bowls, and disinfectant.